Yeah, come talk about Spice always inserts herself into everything. Bitch, I know you blood clot, you that ask what's going on and it not have nothing to do with you. Dirty Bambi, you never say you insert yourself in it. When play it a blood clot get a time, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. The first thing we want to talk about, come and reach a Saucy Santana yet, you know, cause you me come out. Saucy Santana and you me come out, but I'm not really reach a you yet. I want to start with love and hip hop. Love and hip hop, me have a message for you. And I want to make sure it reach you know. So I want to make sure to go at the right ears for the head of love and hip hop. When I was in England, I saw a lot of videos from the sweat guzzler, Saucy Santana. First thing, when I put on my black hair, he's like, oh, I'm the reason she's wearing black hair. Baby, welcome to the club. If you don't know the show, Google me. It's Spice. I've been doing this for years. You're not the reason for the season because you want everything to be about you. But sorry to disappoint you. But long story short, every second I get you to talk about me. Yeah, Saucy Santana, I come out. Can you guys hear me? Because you know me have to rush because I have a whole heap of things to do. Bambi, you, are your time now. I only me come out tonight. Me have time. Bambi, are you me come out? Hold on. The show?
Of course, Blue Wing came with the clown. She screaming and hollering. She kind of jumped in because, you know, they yin and yang. I just don't understand. Once again, everywhere we go, Spice, it's you. Like, this moment is about Jessica, and I know Spice don't really know a lot about being glamorous, but I just don't know why she's screaming and hollering. She needs to slow down off that Jamaican juice. What did I...
Look pan that blood clot stuffed turkey, yeah? Look pan this blood clot roast turkey. Look pan a roast turkey, yeah, we are opening him stinking mouth and I come talk about somebody. Look pan roast turkey. And then Bambi you know. Hold on, I want to put the whole on it together because the live here now go too long because I don't have time.
I just want to stay far from her. Hannah is going to be her little, you know what I'm saying, sidekick. Spice just inserts herself in everything. The clown crew is here. Weird ass bitch. I know you ain't just call me weird, baby. Yeah, you are. You're weird.
Yeah, come talk about Spice always inserts herself into everything. Bitch, I know you blood clot, you that ask what's going on and it not have nothing to do with you. Dirty Bambi, you never say you insert yourself in it. Bambi, no, you blood clot that insert yourself in it when you have nothing at all to do with you.
The glittering lights of the city's skyline twinkled from afar, casting a soft glow over the world below. The world of hip-hop, glam, and glitz, where headlines are as quick to rise as they are to fall. But tonight, the energy was electric, and the drama was unfolding in the most unexpected ways. In the center of it all was Spice, the unapologetic, fiery queen of the scene. She had built her career with hard work, bold choices, and a raw authenticity that made her stand out in a world full of trends and copycats. But lately, the air had been thick with whispers. As Spice was enjoying her success, a new name had entered the conversation: Saucy Santana. Santana, with his flashy persona and growing fan base, had recently made headlines by claiming that he had somehow inspired the iconic black hairstyle that Spice had been rocking for years. A hairstyle that had become a part of her identity, her brand, her legacy. The audacity of it. The gall to claim credit for something so intrinsically hers ignited a spark in Spice that was hard to ignore. No one, not even Santana, could erase the years of work she had put in to perfect her look, her sound, and her place in the industry. The nerve to assume that her legendary style came from anyone else was an insult, a challenge she could not ignore. Spice sat in the dim light of her penthouse apartment, the city beneath her feet. She took a deep breath, her mind focused and clear. She knew this battle would be public, but she also knew it was a battle she was destined to win. A queen always defends her throne, and she wasn't about to let anyone, even Santana, step in and rewrite her history. With a flash of fire in her eyes, she tapped out a response that would soon light up the world. She posted a message to her social media, her words cutting through the digital noise like a sharp blade. "Let's set the record straight," Spice's post began. "I've been rocking this black hair long before you thought you could step on the scene, Santana. I created this look. I made it iconic. You didn't inspire me to wear my hair like this. This is my signature. Always has been, always will be. The words were blunt, unapologetic, and precise. There was no room for misunderstanding. Spice had spoken, and her audience responded with a mix of excitement and admiration. She was reminding everyone who the true trendsetter was. The queen had spoken, and now it was clear to everyone. This was her throne, and no one was taking it from her. But Spice wasn't done. Her fire had only just begun to burn. Her fingers hovered over the keys again, this time a little more calculated, a little more deliberate. She wasn't just going to shut down Santana's claim, she was going to call him out on something much bigger. His influence was growing, but what had he truly accomplished in the industry? What had he done beyond the glitzy, high-energy, but ultimately limited scope of the gay club scene? Spice wasn't interested in that world of superficial popularity. She was about real, lasting impact. And Santana, as far as she could see, wasn't exactly pushing any boundaries outside of that space. So, with a steady hand, she fired off another post. "You've been great in your little bubble, Santana," she wrote. "But real talk, staying in the gay club scene doesn't make you a pioneer in the industry. I'm out here shaking the entire music world, pushing boundaries, building real legacy. You're still playing in the kiddie pool, while I'm out here in the deep end." The words were a clear and powerful statement. While Santana may have garnered attention, he wasn't exactly making waves in the ways that Spice had. She was redefining what it meant to be an artist, a leader, and a queen in an ever-evolving industry. And Santana's attempts to claim her style as his own, she wasn't having it. The internet was ablaze. Fans, supporters, and even critics were divided. But one thing was certain, Spice had the industry's attention. She was always a force to be reckoned with, and this moment proved it once again. Spice wasn't someone to be ignored or underestimated. But just as the world was digesting her scorching words, another figure stepped into the ring. Bambi, a socialite and reality TV personality, had somehow found herself entangled in the drama. To Spice's surprise, Bambi had inserted herself into the mess by taking sides and adding her own commentary to the situation. Commentary that had nothing to do with her. It was clear that Bambi was just stirring the pot for the sake of attention. Spice's eyes narrowed when she saw Bambi's name pop up on her timeline. She had enough. She wasn't going to let Bambi get away with playing puppet master in a drama that didn't involve her. Spice wasn't just a queen. She was the one who dictated the narrative. And right now, she was in no mood to let anyone throw her off course. Without hesitation, Spice typed her final post of the night, her fingers moving with precision and fury. "Bambi, stay in your lane," she wrote, each word coming out like a venomous jab. "This is between me and Santana. You ain't got nothing to do with this, so stop inserting yourself where you don't belong. You're just looking for a moment, but you're playing yourself. Stick to your own mess and leave the real drama to the ones who know how to handle it." Spice pressed send. The digital world exploded once again. Fans applauded her directness and called out Bambi for clout chasing in a situation that had absolutely nothing to do with her. The industry buzzed with the realization that Spice was not just the queen of dancehall, she was an undeniable force in the music world, someone who wasn't afraid to speak her truth and defend her legacy. The night wore on, but Spice was far from finished. She had made her statement. She had reminded the world who she was and why she deserved to be at the top. No one, not Santana, not Bambi, and certainly not anyone else, could take what she had built. The next day, headlines across the internet echoed her words. Spice Strikes Back was trending, and fans flooded her pages with support. Everyone knew that when Spice spoke, she didn't just participate in the industry, she shaped it. Spice had reignited the flames of her power, and this time, there was no one who could douse it. She wasn't here for the nonsense, and she was certainly not going to let anyone rewrite her story. As she sat back and read the reactions, a smile crept across her face. The world had been reminded that Spice was no one's second choice. She was the first, the last, and the only choice, and no one would ever forget that again. As the city lights flickered below, one thing was certain. Spice had made her mark, and she was ready for whatever came next. The fire had only just begun.